Every great innovation begins with a question. Not about what exists, but about what could exist if limits were ignored. The future of transportation has always been shaped by bold experiments that challenged expectations and redefined performance. Some vehicles start as quiet revolutions, born in design studios and battery labs, before roaring into headlines as symbols of change. Others become cultural mirrors, reflecting our evolving relationship with speed, sustainability, and technology. And every so often, one arrives that forces the entire industry to rethink what luxury, power, and reliability really mean. This story is about such a machine, one that blends beauty with controversy and progress with imperfection. A car celebrated for its acceleration but scrutinized for how it ages under real-world pressure. If you care about how innovation matures when perfection meets production, this deep dive is for you. Stick around, and when the episode ends, let us know in the comments which car you want covered next. Like and subscribe to keep the conversation moving forward. The 2023 Tesla Model S represents a decade of electric ambition refined into a single flagship. The car that once made skeptics reconsider what an electric vehicle could achieve. Its shape is familiar yet sharper. Its technology layered with subtleties that speak to a company constantly rewriting its own playbook. When the Model S first appeared, it promised to turn silence into speed, blending environmental responsibility with unfiltered performance. By 2023, it had evolved into something else entirely. A grand touring EV that could challenge elite sedans on both acceleration and software sophistication. But beneath its clean lines and futuristic promise, questions linger about how Tesla's relentless pace of innovation translates into everyday dependability. The Model S sits at the crossroads of two worlds. One built on analog craftsmanship and one driven by over-the-air code. Owners who fell in love with its breathtaking torque also discovered the growing pains of a system learning to balance software with hardware realities. The 2023 iteration amplifies both sides of that equation. It is stunningly quick, able to outpace nearly anything in its class, yet it lives in an ecosystem where firmware updates are as crucial as oil changes once were. Each tweak can redefine the car overnight. Each glitch can remind drivers that progress rarely arrives without friction. Step inside, and the experience feels cinematic. The yoke steering remains polarizing but undeniably futuristic. The panoramic screen dominates the minimalist interior like a digital command center. Tesla engineered the cabin to feel like a rolling smart device, a seamless extension of your digital life. For some, that harmony between tech and travel feels visionary. For others, it introduces distractions and dependencies foreign to traditional driving. Still, the car's cabin radiates ambition, a preview of what Tesla believes the luxury EV should become. Yet while innovation takes center stage, the supporting cast tells a different story. Reports of build inconsistencies, from trim misalignments to occasional drivetrain noise, remind buyers that rapid iteration carries risk. Tesla's push for vertical integration gives it unmatched control, but it also means that when something fails, it fails loudly and visibly across thousands of vehicles. Owners share tales of both triumph and frustration. Instant torque thrills paired with service appointments that test patience. For a company obsessed with velocity, both literal and developmental, stability becomes its most elusive target. Still, the Model S 2023 delivers performance few sedans can rival. The Plaid variant shatters expectations with tri-motor power and sub-2-second launches, while the long-range edition stretches efficiency to remarkable levels. This performance paradox, brutal speed wrapped in quiet refinement, defines Tesla's identity. Every launch feels like defiance against the physics of the past, yet every reliability concern hints at the tension beneath the surface. The duality makes the car fascinating. It is both pinnacle and prototype, perfected and perpetually unfinished. Even Tesla's fan base reflects that complexity. Enthusiasts celebrate its agility and design simplicity, crediting it with democratizing high performance. Critics counter that software-first development leads to rushed features and inconsistent quality assurance. In truth, both sides describe the same phenomenon: a company learning in real time, turning customers into co-developers. That dynamic might be acceptable in tech, but for luxury automotive buyers accustomed to polished precision, it creates friction. The 2023 Model S, therefore, becomes more than a car. It is a laboratory on wheels. Every owner acts as a tester in Tesla's ongoing experiment to fuse Silicon Valley velocity with automotive endurance. The rewards are immense: unmatched range, instantaneous power delivery, and a constantly evolving driving experience. But the cost is unpredictability. No two Model S experiences are identical, and updates can both fix and complicate issues overnight. It is a new kind of ownership psychology. Expect brilliance, accept imperfections, and trust that tomorrow's patch may resolve today's frustration. In the context of luxury EVs, this equation raises a crucial question. Can innovation built on iteration coexist with expectations of consistency and refinement? The Model S 2023 forces the industry to confront that dilemma. It shows that speed and software can redefine performance metrics, but it also exposes how challenging it is to deliver perfection at scale. Tesla's engineering culture thrives on forward motion. It rarely pauses to look back. But cars, unlike apps, must endure time and mileage. Reliability becomes the ultimate truth serum in a segment where reputation is everything. And here lies the irony. The Model S 2023 may be Tesla's most accomplished product and its most revealing vulnerability. The very systems that make it extraordinary, the tightly integrated powertrain, the self-learning software, the centralized design philosophy, also magnify every shortfall. When a sensor misreads or a screen freezes, it is not just an inconvenience. It is a moment when innovation collides with expectation. Tesla built a car that redefines motion, yet it must now prove it can sustain that brilliance beyond the showroom floor. As we examine the Model S 2023, what emerges is a portrait of ambition under pressure. It is the culmination of a vision that electrified the world, now tested by the realities of maturity. For Tesla, this car is both proof and provocation. Proof that electric luxury can rival combustion's best, and provocation to confront the growing demand for reliability, durability, and trust. The next phase of the story depends not on acceleration times or software features, but on how well the brand can uphold the promise it created. The 2023 Tesla Model S enters its second act not as a newcomer, but as a benchmark that every other electric manufacturer measures against. By this point in its evolution, the Model S is no longer about proving that electric cars can be fast. It is about proving they can be timeless. The stakes have shifted from innovation to endurance. Tesla's approach to the 2023 edition shows how the company balances that tension, continuing to chase performance milestones while wrestling with the less glamorous challenge of long-term reliability. Much of this tension begins with Tesla's production philosophy. Instead of relying on traditional supply chains and incremental yearly updates, the company operates on a continuous improvement model. That means design changes, component revisions, and software updates flow into cars at any time, without waiting for a model year reset. The result is agility unmatched in the industry. Tesla can respond to market trends in months rather than years. But agility can introduce inconsistency. Owners of two Model S cars built weeks apart may discover subtle but noticeable differences in fit, finish, or feature stability. In industries like software, this is expected. In automotive luxury, it can feel unsettling. Still, there is genius in this method. Tesla uses real-world data from its global fleet to refine everything from battery efficiency to climate control logic. Every mile driven becomes a data point feeding the next improvement. The 2023 Model S benefits from this feedback loop, with smarter thermal management, faster charging, and refined suspension tuning. These invisible updates are Tesla's version of craftsmanship, algorithmic rather than artisanal, but no less intentional. Yet this same system depends on an assumption: that customers will accept occasional unpredictability in exchange for rapid progress. It is a trade-off that defines the Tesla ownership experience. When it works, the effect is extraordinary. The Model S 2023 feels alive in a way few cars do. Each update can subtly reshape its personality, tightening steering response, smoothing torque curves, or extending range. Over-the-air improvements transform what was once a static machine into a constantly evolving companion. But that fluidity can also blur accountability. When something goes wrong, a touchscreen freeze, a charging hiccup, owners find themselves in a gray zone between hardware malfunction and software bug. Traditional mechanics cannot always intervene. Service depends on remote diagnostics and software patches. It is a new paradigm for luxury, one that replaces mechanical certainty with digital adaptation. This approach also influences how Tesla handles reliability challenges. Instead of issuing massive recalls, the company often deploys fixes through software updates. It is efficient, modern, and sometimes controversial. While rivals may rely on dealership service networks, Tesla prefers to solve problems from the cloud. The upside is speed. The downside is perception. Customers who invest in a premium vehicle expect permanence, not constant evolution. For them, reliability means predictability, a trait the 2023 Model S sometimes struggles to maintain amid Tesla's whirlwind pace of improvement. Still, the car's engineering foundation is formidable. The tri-motor plaid powertrain represents a masterclass in electric propulsion, using torque vectoring and smart cooling to deliver performance without mechanical compromise. The battery architecture, while familiar in shape, hides a web of refinements designed to reduce thermal stress and enhance charging cycles. Tesla's commitment to energy efficiency remains unparalleled. Even under heavy acceleration, the system manages to balance range and responsiveness with impressive finesse. The engineering depth of the Model S 2023 shows that Tesla's technical command is not the issue. It is how that brilliance intersects with everyday reliability that defines the debate. Owners who drive the car daily experience this duality firsthand. The Model S can feel effortless and exhilarating, whisper quiet on highways and relentless on backroads. But over time, they notice the small inconsistencies that separate good from great. A panel alignment that drifts, a sensor that intermittently misreads, a firmware update that changes steering feel without notice. None of these are catastrophic, but together they erode confidence. In the luxury space, trust is currency. Once shaken, it is hard to rebuild. Tesla must now convert its technological dominance into emotional reassurance. Another layer of complexity lies in expectations. Tesla's early adopters embraced the experimental nature of ownership. They relished being part of a movement. By 2023, however, the Model S appeals to a broader audience. Buyers who value refinement and consistency over revolution. For them, reliability is not an accessory. It is the foundation of luxury. Tesla's challenge is psychological as much as mechanical. To convince this new wave of owners that innovation and dependability can coexist. That shift in mindset may be the hardest engineering problem Tesla has ever faced. Yet progress continues. The 2023 Model S showcases incremental but meaningful gains in materials, assembly precision, and ride comfort. The adaptive air suspension now reads the road more intelligently, adjusting to imperfections with a poise once reserved for heritage sedans. Interior quality has improved, with tighter seams and more tactile controls. Even so, traces of Tesla's iterative DNA remain visible. Moments when the pursuit of perfection feels caught mid-update. The company's greatest strength, speed of evolution, remains inseparable from its Achilles heel, consistency. For all its contradictions, the Model S 2023 still commands admiration. It is one of the few vehicles capable of uniting performance enthusiasts, tech lovers, and environmental advocates under the same banner. Its ability to accelerate from innovation to icon in just a decade speaks volumes about Tesla's disruptive power. But as the industry catches up, the margin for error narrows. Rivals have learned from Tesla's successes and missteps, offering their own visions of electric luxury built around dependability. In this new competitive landscape, reliability is not just a quality metric, it is a brand statement. The Model S 2023 sits at the center of that truth. An extraordinary creation testing whether relentless innovation can mature into enduring excellence. The 2023 Tesla Model S enters its mature phase carrying the legacy of a pioneer and the burden of expectation. 10 years after its debut reshaped perceptions of electric vehicles, it stands as both icon and lightning rod. By now, Tesla's advantage in software, efficiency, and acceleration is established. What remains contested is its consistency. Reliability stories, whether from consumer reports or owner anecdotes, have become part of its identity. Yet to understand why these issues persist, it helps to view the Model S not as an isolated product but as a window into Tesla's broader philosophy. Tesla builds around velocity, both literal and operational. Its culture prizes speed of innovation over caution, iteration over stabilization. The 2023 Model S reflects that ethos perfectly. Every feature, from adaptive thermal management to driver assistance calibration, is tuned for constant learning. But continuous evolution is hard to reconcile with traditional measures of dependability. While other automakers refine their models on multi-year cycles, Tesla's engineering process functions like an open circuit, always live, always shifting. This method fuels breakthroughs but also magnifies mistakes. A misconfigured batch of sensors or a firmware anomaly can ripple across the fleet instantly. In this ecosystem, reliability becomes a moving target. Owners of the Model S 2023 experience this dynamism firsthand. Some praise how updates resolve issues overnight. Others lament how updates sometimes introduce new quirks. It is an ownership model unlike anything before, half luxury product, half living software platform. Tesla's ability to reprogram its cars remotely has revolutionized expectations for responsiveness. Yet it has also redefined what it means to finish a product. There is no true final version of the Model S. It exists in perpetual refinement. For traditionalists, this defies the notion of craftsmanship as completeness. For technophiles, it represents progress itself, a promise that the best version of the car may still be coming. In the luxury segment, perception is currency. The Model S 2023 competes not only through horsepower or range but through trust. Buyers weighing it against another manufacturer's flagship sedan confront a philosophical choice. Embrace innovation's unpredictability or choose conventional stability. The fact that Tesla remains in that conversation after a decade speaks to its influence. The Model S may face reliability debates, but its gravitational pull remains powerful. It set benchmarks others now chase. It transformed electric performance from novelty to norm. Even its shortcomings have become catalysts for competitors to emphasize craftsmanship, panel precision, and mechanical robustness. Tesla, in essence, has forced the entire industry to raise its game. Beyond individual ownership, the Model S 2023 has cultural significance. It symbolizes the shift from hardware-centric engineering to data-driven design. The way it manages energy flow, monitors component health, and learns from aggregated driving data showcases a new paradigm. Vehicles as evolving ecosystems. That concept redefines accountability. When problems arise, Tesla does not recall a static design. It recalibrates a live network. The challenge lies in ensuring that agility does not erode confidence. Each time an owner experiences an issue and waits for a digital fix, the brand's credibility is tested. Sustaining long-term trust requires not just speed of innovation but depth of reliability. Performance, however, remains the Model S's greatest defense. The 2023 version retains its ability to astonish. Its acceleration curve, instant torque, and composure under load create an experience unmatched by combustion-era rivals. Even skeptics concede its brilliance behind the wheel. Tesla has achieved an equilibrium between raw energy and refined control that feels otherworldly. It proves that electric propulsion can deliver emotion as intense as any high-performance engine. The car's quietness amplifies that sensation, turning each drive into an exercise in surreal power. In these moments, reliability concerns fade, and what remains is the thrill of technological mastery. But thrill alone cannot sustain legacy. For Tesla, the challenge ahead lies in institutional maturity, transforming rapid innovation into durable excellence. The Model S 2023 highlights how close the company stands to that threshold. Its engineering is advanced, its software ecosystem formidable, its design timeless. What it needs now is predictability. Building millions of cars with uniform quality is a test that separates youthful disruptors from enduring icons. Tesla's next chapter depends on whether it can transform its experimental energy into sustained dependability. Viewed in that light, the 2023 Model S is both conclusion and prologue. It marks the culmination of a decade of electric audacity and the beginning of a new era defined by refinement. If the early years were about proving the impossible, range, acceleration, desirability, the coming years will be about proving consistency. Reliability may seem mundane next to innovation, but in the luxury market, it is the ultimate measure of mastery. For Tesla, achieving that will mean not slowing down, but stabilizing without losing momentum. The Model S 2023 stands as the benchmark for how well that balance can be achieved. The 2023 Tesla Model S leaves behind more than just numbers and specs. It leaves a question about how progress should feel. Is innovation defined by constant change? Or by reaching a point where excellence becomes predictable? Over the years, this sedan has turned electric driving from a novelty into a standard of aspiration. It proved that sustainability could coexist with thrill, that zero emissions could still mean zero compromise. Yet its evolution also revealed how difficult it is to sustain perfection under the relentless pressure of advancement. The 2023 Model S is faster, smarter, and sleeker than ever, but it is also more revealing. It exposes the tension between Tesla's identity as a tech innovator and its role as an automaker expected to deliver stability and trust. For owners, the experience remains a paradox of exhilaration and endurance. Each update brings excitement and uncertainty. Each drive showcases brilliance and the fragility that comes with pioneering design. The Model S 2023 represents not just the height of Tesla's engineering, but also the limits of iteration when innovation outruns refinement. And yet, that is precisely what keeps it compelling. It embodies the spirit of progress. Imperfect, ambitious, and unwilling to stand still. As the industry follows Tesla's lead, the lessons of the Model S 2023 will echo widely. Automakers are now judged not only by how fast their cars accelerate but by how reliably they evolve. Tesla has already changed what drivers expect from luxury, performance, and technology. Its next challenge is to prove that such expectations can be met consistently, not just spectacularly. The 2023 Model S stands as both a celebration and a cautionary tale. A reminder that every revolution, no matter how electrifying, eventually has to grow up. That growth will define Tesla's legacy. Whether the Model S becomes remembered as the foundation of an era or the high point of an experiment depends on what comes next. But for now, it remains a milestone in automotive history, a machine that redefined the possible and continues to inspire debate, devotion, and demand. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and tell us which car you want explored in the next episode.